Hello friends, it's Sam here, and today I want to do a crystal video. Ooh, ooh. So today I'm going to show you my collection of crystals. I wanted to do this video for a long time, but I wanted to wait until right before we moved when I'd have all my crystals together and they weren't busy doing anything. We are going to start off with the bigger pieces and move to the smaller ones. I have a couple of I don't have any huge like geodes or anything, but I do have some really nice pieces, and then I have a lot of tumbled pieces that we will talk about. So yeah, let's get started because I love crystals, and I know that some people in witchcraft don't like to use them, which is fine, but I find that crystals are very useful in the craft for physical healing and for mental healing and for amplifying your spells or your rituals. So that's really why I like them, and I just want to talk about them. One day I'm going to do a video about how to use crystals in your craft, and because a lot of people seem confused, they're like, oh, do they just sit on your altar and look pretty? But no, you can actually use them in your craft, and we will talk about that one day. But today we're just going to look at pretty stones, so let's go. So I'd say the biggest piece that I have is this rose quartz. So we're going to do a zoomy zoom. Boop. It's this piece of rose quartz. It's a raw rose quartz chunk, and I got it for $8, which is pretty cheap. But rose quartz itself tends to be pretty cheap. It looks very not pink in this lighting, but it is very pink, I promise. And it's just a very huge raw chunk, and I keep it on my altar next to the skeletons that my husband and I had in our wedding. So I have this amethyst cluster. I got it from my friend. She gave it to me for the wedding. She gave me one of those subscription crystal boxes, and it came with all these crystals in it. So I have this amethyst piece, which is very beautiful. I also have another amethyst cluster piece that came in the same box. It's a little smaller, but still just as shiny. It's very gorgeous. And then I have this amethyst cluster piece that I got from Chile. My husband's mom gave it to me. She's also kind of a collector of crystals and whatnot, and she knew I was looking for an amethyst cluster, and she had a ton of them, so she got them all together and let me pick out which one that I wanted, and I picked this one because if you look, it kind of looks like a heart. Like, isn't that cute? It's a little heart shaped. I also have this raw piece of rose quartz. It's a smaller piece, but it's very pretty. I also got it in that subscription box that my friend gave me for the wedding. I have this very nice piece of smoky quartz. I got it in Florida when we went on our vacation. It is very gorgeous, very beautiful. I've used him a lot in a lot of my rituals. Then I have this guy. I don't really know what he is. He is a geode of some sort. He came in that crystal box. Someone told me orange calcite perhaps, or orange quartz, but I just really don't know. It's kind of got an orangey tint to it, but it's really gorgeous. I like that it looks like a little cave. Then I have this piece of black tourmaline, or tourmaline, however you wish to pronounce it. It also came in that subscription box, and I really love it because I don't have any black tourmaline, and because I'm more of a fan of like pink stones, obviously, like rose quartz, so I don't really gravitate naturally to these black stones, but I need them because you need them to stay grounded and rooted. So I have this really nice, really good piece of black tourmaline. Here I have a piece of clear quartz. This is a clear quartz point, and I use this bad boy all the time. He is very good. I love this little point at the top. He is just very precious, very good. We stan. I also have this selenite wand. It also came in the subscription box. It's really beautiful. I've never had a crystal wand before, and this thing is so freaking gorgeous. The way it reflects the light, wow, we love. I also have this piece of blue calcite. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous sea blue. This was actually kind of expensive. I think it was like $8 or something for this medium raw piece, but that's okay, you know. You win some and you lose some, and I think I definitely won in this because this thing is gorgeous, and it's currently helping my boyfriend get over his cold that he has. Also have a piece of pyrite. I got it for a money ritual because pyrite is really good for money rituals and helps boost abundance and all that good stuff, prosperity. And it's really freaking gorgeous, actually. I love how it sparkles. I can see why it's called fool's gold. We also have this rose quartz heart. It's a little light because it was sitting out in the sun, but I got this in Chile and I only got it for like maybe $1.20, and it's really pretty, and it's really gorgeous, and it's a big old heart. Now we're moving on to the tumbled stones. Those were my bigger pieces. Now we're moving on to the tumbled stones. So first of all, I have 2 pieces of tiger's eye. I only had this first piece originally, but I love this stone. It's a very good manifestation stone, and it's really good. So I got the second piece. It's in a heart shape. I like the heart shapes. They look good. Also, the way that tiger's eye reflects light is really gorgeous. I have 2 more pieces of rose quartz. These were some of the first crystals I ever bought for myself. I just really love rose quartz. It's a really good self-love stone. It's good for eating disorders. It's good for, when you don't feel so great about yourself, or if you're getting over a heartbreak, these stones are really good for that. I also have this piece of pink opal. Like I said, I like the pink stone. So we've got this pink opal. It's a very milky pink rather than a bright pink. It's Botswanan agate. It's very gorgeous, also a very milky pink and very pretty. I also have this piece of flower agate. It looks like little flowers are blooming in this thing. When I saw it, I had to have it immediately. If I don't have a heart-shaped stone, they're usually soft stones because I like them because you can use them as like worry stones. But this one looks like little flowers are blooming inside it. It's so gorgeous. I want more, but they're really hard to find. I also have this piece of blue aragonite, don't know how you pronounce it, but this looks like the sky in a crystal, and I couldn't resist. This little piece cost me like $6 or $7, and that's usually pretty expensive for how common some of these crystals are, so I guess it's one of the more rare ones, but it's super duper gorgeous, and I love that soft blue color. Also, my hands, that's not the lighting. My hands are actually purple because of me dyeing my hair, so don't think that I'm mutating. I also have this piece of selenite. This was also one of the first crystals I ever bought. It's just a little piece of selenite. I bought it originally to help me sleep because I was having insomnia problems, and it actually does really well helping someone sleep. I have this piece of green aventurine. It's very good for creativity and very good with the sinuses, which is why it's out. My boyfriend is using it to help him recover. Speaking of sinuses, if you have sinus problems or acute sinusitis or frequent sinusitis like I do, get you some aquamarine. This aquamarine is so good I'll just put it on the area where my sinuses hurt, and it works instantly. This aquamarine is very, very good. I also have this piece of petrified wood, aka called fairy tears. It's super gorgeous. I just love how sparkly and shiny it is, and the fact that it's not even really a crystal, it's wood, which is super crazy. I have a tumbled piece of amethyst. Love that dark color. I also have this citrine point, but I don't actually think it's citrine. I think it's heat treated amethyst. But yeah, I have it. It's one of the first crystals I bought because I think it's the first raw crystal I bought. But it's a cute point, and I just keep it on my altar because it's pretty. Also have some yellow aventurine, really good at absorbing negative moods and making you feel appreciative for life. Have some tumbled smoky quartz, very important. Friend also sent me some yellow jasper since I'm leaving soon. It's a good stone for traveling. I also have some rainbow moonstone, and it's very gorgeous. I love this little black spot that it has on it, and when it's in the sunlight, it does reflect in a rainbow iris type of wave. I have some lapis lazuli. This is perfect for migraines. If you have a migraine, just hold it on the spot and it will suck that sucker in. And lapis lazuli has like these beautiful gold flecks in it, which is really gorgeous. Have some malachite. Love this green pattern. These green patterns are really just hypnotizing, and they're really good for absorbing energy, amplifying energy, and protecting you from radio waves. Here's another piece of citrine, but I think this is also another heat treated amethyst. But yeah, it's barely got any yellow in it right at the top. I have this piece of fire agate. I want some more, but it's hard to find. This fire agate is really good for protection. I've used it in a protection bag before. It kind of keeps bad energy from being reflected onto you, so that's really good if you live in like toxic environments. I have this piece of orange calcite. It's got a little scar on it right there, but he's doing his best. Haven't worked with him a lot, but it is a very gorgeous orange. I have this piece of howlite. As I said, I struggled with insomnia, so I also got this howlite to help me sleep. He's a little flat stone, so he would lay comfortably in my pillow, and he works absolute wonders for sleep help. Also have this clear quartz. It was originally in a pendant, but now the pendant has fallen off, so I just have him chilling. I also have this gold stone that my friend sent to me. I have 3 gold stones. I have this one, which is a yellow gold stone. You can't really see the shinies, but it's really sparkly. This green gold stone, it's the same type, but it's got the green sparklies. You can see the sparklies a little bit better in this one. I have a piece of sodalite. People often get sodalite and lapis lazuli confused because they're very similar, but lapis lazuli has gold specks in it and sodalite does not. Also, sodalite to me looks a little bit more smoky. My friend also sent me a piece of black tourmaline. This is good for grounding, good for traveling, like protection when traveling, because she knows I'm moving, so I'm also going to be doing a ritual with this before we leave. I have this piece of snowflake obsidian, also one of my first crystals. I just love the way that it's similar with the flower agate, the way it really looks like snowflakes, and it's really good for grounding and bringing out like shadow work. It's really good for shadow work, bringing out negative emotions to the surface so you can examine them. My last piece is this piece of red jasper. I have not worked with him a lot, but he is here and he is good, and when I need to work with him, he will be here ready for me. And then quickly, I'm going to show you guys my husband's crystals. He's got a couple. He has this pendulum. He wore it as a necklace. He didn't know it was a pendulum, but it is a pendulum. And it is a, what is it called? Tourmaline smoky quartz. It's got tourmaline in it, and then it's also a smoky quartz crystal. It's very beautiful. He has his own piece of obsidian. Unlike me, my husband is very attracted to black crystals. He really loves obsidian. It's one of his favorites. He also picked on his own this snakeskin agate, which is really good for all the problems he's having currently in his life. And this is a gorgeous crystal. Like, I'm kind of jealous and I want one, but it is really gorgeous. Like, look at all these colors. And for him, I picked out a bloodstone. This is a specific type of bloodstone. It doesn't look like the normal ones, like the green ones, but I don't remember what subcategory of bloodstone this is, but that is what it is because I thought he could use it, so I bought it for him. And then the last thing I have to show you is my crystal tree. So I bought this when I was in Chile, and it's got rose quartz, amethyst, jade, amber, I think, citrine, amethyst, and clear quartz on it. But yes, it's super gorgeous, and it sits on my altar. And it's made out of copper too, because Chile is like the #1 exporter of copper. So the little tree branches are made out of copper. And it's super duper gorgeous, and I love it a lot. I'd always wanted a crystal tree, and now I have one. So thank you guys so much for watching and letting me share my crystals with you. I've been wanting to make this video for a really long time because I love talking about crystals, and I know there's something that people don't always understand. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm most active on Twitter. And I do a lot of talk about tarot and crystals and astrology and spirituality and witchcraft on there. So if you'd like to follow me, you can. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.